justice, ensure domestic tranquility. Provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. To ordain and establish this constitutions for the United States of America. Article I. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and House of Representatives. We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility. Provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. To ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. Article I, Section 1. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and House of Representatives. These words are not relics, they are a promise, a charge, a song still being written. We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility. Provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. To ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America, for the United States of America.
The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states. No person shall be a representative who shall not have attained to the age of 25 years and been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state in which he shall be chosen. Representatives and direct taxes shall be apportioned among the several states which may be included within this union, according to their respective numbers, which shall be determined by adding to the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, and excluding Indians not taxed, 3/5 of all other persons. The actual enumeration shall be made within 3 years after the first meeting of the Congress of the United States, and within every subsequent term of 10 years, in such manner as they shall by law direct. The number of representatives shall not exceed one for every 30,000, but each state shall have at least one representative, and until such enumeration shall be made, the state of New Hampshire shall be entitled to choose three. Massachusetts 8, Rhode Island and Providence plantations 1, Connecticut 5, New York 6, New Jersey 4, Pennsylvania 8, Delaware 1, Maryland 6, Virginia 10, North Carolina 5, South Carolina 5, and Georgia 3. Representatives and direct taxes, 3/5 of all other persons. When vacancies happen in the representation from any state, the executive authority thereof shall issue writs of election to fill such vacancy. The House of Representatives shall choose their speaker and other officers, and shall have the sole power of impeachment.
The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, chosen by the legislature thereof for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. And immediately after they shall be assembled, in consequence of the first election, they shall be divided as equally as may be into 3 classes. The seats of the senators of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of the 2nd year, of the 2nd class at the expiration of the 4th year, and of the 3rd class at the expiration of the 6th year, so that 1/3 may be chosen every 2nd year. Oh, the Senate stands on parchment and on pride. Article 1, Section 3, where the balance resides. From the marble halls to the dusty county line, they hold the republic's heartbeat in time. And if vacancies happen by resignation or otherwise during the recess of the legislature of any state, the executive thereof may make temporary appointments until the next meeting of the legislature, which shall then fill such vacancies. No person shall be a senator who shall not have attained to the age of 30 years and been 9 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state for which he shall be chosen. Oh, the Senate stands on parchment and on bride. Article 1, Section 3, where the balance resides. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters wide, they guard the Constitution with the people as their guide. The Vice President of the United States shall be President of the Senate, but shall have no vote unless they be equally divided. The Senate shall choose their other officers and also a president pro tempore in the absence of the vice president, or when he shall exercise the office of president of the United States. The Senate shall have the sole power to try all impeachments
When sitting for that purpose, they shall be on oath or affirmation. When the President of the United States is tried, the Chief Justice shall preside, and no person shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of the members present. Judgment in cases of impeachment shall not extend further than the removal from office and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, and punishment according to law. Yeah, the Senate stands on parchment and on pride. Article 1, Section 3, where the balance resides. From the courthouse steps to the midnight oil they burn, they keep the republic sacred turn. We the people established this Constitution, and the Senate still stands. The times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof, but the Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations, except as to the places of choosing senators. We the people elections arise in measured time. The Congress shall assemble at least once in every year, and such meetings shall be on the first Monday in December, unless they shall by law appoint a different date. Each house shall be the judge of the election as returns and qualifications of its own members, and the majority of each shall constitute a quorum to do business. But a smaller number may adjourn from day to day and may be authorized to compel the attendance of absent members in such manner and under such penalties as each house may provide. We the people stand as one. Quorum calls till work is done. Each house may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and with the concurrence of 2/3 expel a member. Each house shall keep a journal of its proceedings and from time to time publish the same, excepting such parts as may in their judgment require secrecy. And these and nays of the members of either house on any question shall, at the decire of 1/5 of those present, be entered on the journal. We the people write the page. Journal burns through every age. Neither house during the session of Congress shall, without the consent of the other, adjourn for more than 3 days, nor to any other place than that in which the 2 houses shall be sitting. The senators and representatives shall receive a compensation for their services, to be ascertained by law and paid out of the treasury of the United States. They shall in all cases, except treason, felony, and breach of the is free forevermore.
No senator or representative shall, during the time for which he was elected, be appointed to any civil office under the United States which shall have been created, or the emoluments whereof shall have been increased during such time, and no person holding any office under the United States shall be a member of either house during his continuance in office.
For raising revenue shall originate in the House of Representatives, but the Senate may propose or concur with amendments as on other bills. Every bill which shall pass the House of Representatives and the Senate shall, before it become a law, be presented to the President of the United States. If he approve, he shall sign it, but if not, he shall return it. 10 days, Sundays, accept it, pocket veto or send it back, rejected. 2/3 rise, 2/3 rise, override, the bill survives. With his objections to that house in which it shall have originated, who shall enter the objections at large on their journal and proceed to reconsider it. If after such reconsideration 2/3 of that house shall agree to pass the bill, it shall be sent together with the objections to the other house, by which it shall likewise be reconsidered, and if approved by 2/3 of that house, it shall become law. But in all such cases, the votes of both houses shall be determined by yeas and nays, and the names of the persons voting for and against the bill shall be entered on the journal of each house respectively. If any bill shall not be returned by the President within 10 days, Sunday, after it shall have been presented to him, same as shall be a law in like manner as if he had signed it, unless the Congress by their adjournment prevent its return, in which case it shall not be a law. Every order, resolution, or vote to which the concurrence of the Senate and House of Representatives may be necessary, except on a question of adjournment, shall be presented to the President of the United States, and before the same shall take effect, shall be approved by him, or being disapproved by him, shall be repassed by 2/3 of the Senate and House of Representatives, according to the rules and limitations prescribed in the case of a bill. 10 days, Sundays accepted, pocket veto or send it back rejected.
Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excises, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. But all duties, imposts, and excises shall be uniform throughout the United States. United States to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with the Indian tribes to establish a uniform rule of naturalization and uniform laws on the subject of bankruptcies throughout the United States. To coin money, regulate the value thereof, and a foreign coin, and fix the standard of weights and measures to provide for the punishment of counterfeiting the securities and current coin of the United States, to establish post offices and post roads, to promote the progress of science and useful arts by securing for limited times to authors and inventors the exclusive right to their respective writings and discoveries, to constitute tribunals inferior to the Supreme Court to define and punish piracies and felonies committed on the high seas and offenses against the law of nations. Parchment pulse in every vein, Article 1, Section 8 reigns.
And reprisal and make rules concerning captures on land and water, to raise and support armies, but no appropriation of money to that use shall be for a longer term than 2 years, to provide and maintain a navy, to make rules for the government and regulation of the land and naval forces, to provide for the calling forth the militia, to execute the laws of the Union, suppress insurrections and repel invasions, to provide for organizing armament and disciplining the militia, and for governing such part of them as may be employed in the service of the United States, reserving to the states respectively the appointment of the officers and the authority of training the militia according to the discipline prescribed by Congress. We come the seat of the government of the United States, and to exercise like authority over all places purchased by the consent of the legislature of the state in which the same shall be, for the erection of forts, magazines, arsenals, dockyards, and other needful buildings, and make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying into execution the foregoing powers and all other powers vested by this Constitution in the government of the United States, or in any department or officer thereof, and other needful buildings, and in any department or officer thereof.
The migration or importation of such persons as any of the states now existing shall think proper to admit shall not be prohibited by the Congress prior to the year 1808, but a tax or duty may be imposed on such importation, not exceeding $10 for each person.
Ours held back lines in the sand, freedom's guard in a newborn land, limits on might the framers plan. Article 1, Section 9 stands: the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus shall not be suspended, unless when in cases of rebellion rebellion or invasion, the public safety may require it. Power shall back lines in the sand, freedom's guard in a newborn land. Limits on might, the framers' plan. Article 1, Section 9 stands. No bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. No capitation or other direct tax shall be laid, unless in proportion to the census or in a merusham herein before directed to be taken. Power shall back lines in the sand, freedom's guard in a newborn land. Limits on might, the framers' plan. Article 1, Section 9 stands. No tax or duty shall be laid on articles exported from any state. No preference shall be given by any regulation of commerce or revenue to the ports of one state over those of another. Nor shall vessels bound to or from one state be obliged to enter, clear, or pay duties in another. Powers held back lines in the sand, freedom's garb in a barren land. Limits on might, the framers' plan. Article 1, Section 9 stands. No money shall be drawn from the treasury, but in consequence of appropriations made by law, and a regular statement and account of the receipts and expenditures of all public money shall be published from time to time. No title of nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person holding any office of profit or trust under them shall, without the consent of the Congress, accept of any present, emolument, office, or title of any kind whatever from any king, prince, or foreign state. Powers held back line to sand, freedom's guard in a newborn land. Leads on might, the framers' plan. Article 1, Section 9 stands.
No state shall enter into any treaty, alliance, or confederation, grant, or letters of marque and reprisal, coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but gold and silver coin a tender and payment of debts. Pass any bill of attainder, ex post facto law, or law impairing the obligation of contracts, or grant any title of nobility. Set states you stay on your side. No treaties, no privateers, no paper money to ride. Keep your gold, keep your silver, keep your contracts tight and true. Article 1, Section 10 keeps the Union strong in you. No state shall, without the consent of the Congress, lay any imposts or duties on imports or exports, except what may be absolutely necessary for executing its inspection laws. And the net produce of all duties and imposts laid by any state on imports or exports shall be for the use of the Treasury of the United States. And all such laws shall be subject to the revision and control of the Congress. Oh, the framers drew a line in the dust, set states you stay on your side. No duty
treasury belong under Congress side. Article 1, Section 10 keeps the Union strong in you. No state shall without consent of Congress lay any duty of tonnage, keep troops or ships of war in time of peace. Entering any agreement compact with another state, or within a timber organization, or with a foreign power, or engage in war unless actually invaded in such imminent danger as will not admit of delay. From the mountains to the deltas, from the plains to the sea, every clause of fence post keeping liberty free. No king, no duke, no private coin, just the rule of law we choose. Article 1, Section 10, sing it loud, we can't lose. Oh, the framers drew a line in the dust, said states you stay on your side. No tonnage, no troops, no contacts to hide. Gold and silver, contracts true. Congress watches what you do. Article 1, Section 10 keeps the Union strong in you. Unless actually invaded or in such imminent danger as will not admit of delay.
The executive power shall be vested in the President of the United States of America. He shall hold his office during the term of 4 years, and together with the Vice President, chosen for the same term, be elected as follows. State shall appoint in such a manner as the legislature thereof may direct a number of electors equal to the whole number of senators and representatives to which the state may be entitled in the Congress. But no senator or representative or person holding an office of trust or profit under the United States shall be electors' lies in iron and flame, all unsealed in the president's name. Votes shall fall like answers of war. Majority reigns forevermore. The electors shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for 2 persons, of whom one at least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves. And they shall make a list of all the persons voted for, and of the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify, and transmit sealed to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the President of the Senate. The President of the Senate shall, in the presence of the Senate House of Representatives, open all the certificates and the vote shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes shall be the President. If such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed, and if if no person have a majority, then from the 5 highest on the list. The said house shall in like manner choose the president, but in choosing the president, the votes shall be taken by states. The representation from each state having one vote. A quorum for this purpose shall consist of a member or members from 2/3 of the states, and a majority of all the states shall be necessary to a choice. In every case, after the choice of the president advocates number of votes of the elected shall be the vice president. But if there should remain 2 or more who have equal votes, the Senate shall choose from them by ballot the vice president. Electors wise in blood and in chains. The Constitution roars through our veins. On the list, the chosen one stands, power vested by our common.
The Congress may determine the time of choosing the electors and the day on which they shall give their votes, which day shall be the same throughout the United States. One day, one voice, the Union stands as one. From sea to shining sea, the sacred work is done. No person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the United States at the time of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible to the office of president. Neither shall any person be eligible to that office who shall not have attained to the age of 35 years and been 14 years a resident within the United States. Born of this soil, 35 and 14 years, rooted in the Republic, sworn to count its fears. In case of the removal of the president from office, or of his death, resignation, or inability to discharge the powers and duties of the said office, the same shall devolve on the vice president. And the Congress may by law provide for the case of removal of death, resignation, or inability, both of the president and vice president, declaring one officer who shall then act as president. And large officers shall act accordingly until the disability be removed or a president shall be elected. If the chair falls empty, if the gavel strikes in vain, the line is drawn in law. The republic shall remain. The president shall at stated times receive for his services a compensation which shall neither be increased nor diminished during the period for which he shall have been elected, and he shall not receive within that period any other emolument from the United States or any of them. Fixed wage, no favor, no emolument shall sway. The oath alone is treasure through every elected day. Before he enter on the execution of his office, he shall take the following oaths or affirmations. Just to be swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United
do solemnly swear or affirm to preserve, protect, defend the Constitution of these United States.
The President shall be Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy of the United States, and of the militia of the several states when called into the actual service of the United States. He may require the opinion in writing of the principal officer in each of the executive departments upon any subject relating to the duties of their respective offices. All in the clause, ink on the page, authority rising from a revolutionary age. He shall make treaties, he shall appoint, but the Senate's voice will anoint. And he shall have power to grant reprieves and pardons for offenses against the United States, except in cases of impeachment. He shall have power, binding with the advice and consent of the Senate, to make treaties, provided 2/3 of the Senators present concur. And by and with the advice and consent of the Senate, shall appoint ambassadors, other public ministers and consuls, judges of the Supreme Court, and all other officers of the United States whose appointments are not herewith otherwise provided for, and which shall be established by law. Vacancies in the recess, temporary commission till the Senate takes a stand. But the Congress may by law vest the appointment of such inferior officers as they think proper in the President alone. In the courts of law or in the heads of departments, the President shall have power to fill up all vacancies that may happen during the recess of the Senate, like many commissions which shall expire at the end of their next session. Power in the clause, ink on the page, authority rising from a revolutionary age. From dawn to the treaty, from judge to command, the balance of power in a
judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court, and in such inferior courts as the Congress may from time to time ordain, establish. The judges both of the Supreme and inferior courts shall hold their offices during good behavior, and shall at stated times receive for their services a compensation which shall not be diminished during their continuance in office. We're the silent gardens in the shadowed hole where the scales tip heavy and the mighty fall. Good behavior's chain, a flickering light in the endless night of wrong and right. Article 3, whisper through the storm, compensation carved in stone, forever warm. Hold the line, don't let it break, for the justice we forsake. The judicial power shall extend to all cases in law and equity, arising under this Constitution, the laws of the United States and treaties made or which shall be made under their authority. To all cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers and consuls, to all cases of admiralty and maritime jurisdiction, to controversies to which the United States shall be a party, to controversies between two or more states, between a state and citizens of another state, between citizens of different states, between citizens of the same state, claiming lands under grants of different states, and between a state or the citizens thereof and foreign states. With a web of words that bind the sea and sky, from embassy whispers to the battle cry, equity's fragile thread in the admiralty tide, where states collide and old grants divide. Article 3, echoing the fray, cases rising like ghosts still gray. Hold the power, don't let it slip away. In equity we pray. In all cases affecting ambassadors, other public ministers and consuls, and those in which a state shall be party, the Supreme Court shall have original jurisdiction. In all the other cases before mentioned, the Supreme Court shall have valid jurisdiction, both as to law and fact, with such exceptions and under such regulations as the Congress shall make. The trial of all crimes, excepting cases of impeachment, shall be by jury, and such trial now be held in the state where the said crime shall have been committed, but when not committed within an state, the trial shall be at such place or places as the Congress may by law have directed, where the jury's verdict in the midnight main original spark appellate chain. From the facts we weave to the laws we bend, exceptions arise but the end won't end. Oh, Article 3, roar through the divide, in the heart of the crime where the innocent high. Hold the jury sticks and let the truth ignite, for the power we fight tonight.
Treason against the United States. treason unless on the testimony of two witnesses to the same overt act or on confession in open court. Draw the line in blood, draw the line in blood. Only one crime gets the rope and the flood. Draw the line in blood, draw the line in blood. Treason tears the heart of us. Congress shall have power to declare the punishment of treason, but no attainder of treason shall work corruption of blood or forfeiture, except during the life of the person attainted. Your children won't pay, your children won't pay. Your name dies with you, that's the only mercy they get. Draw the line in blood, draw the line in blood. Only one crime makes the whole country flood. Draw the line in blood, draw the line in blood. Treason tears the heart of us. Treason tears the heart. Treason tears the heart. Treason against the United States. Shall consent no lie in levying war against them.
Full faith and credit shall be given in each state to the public acts, records, and judicial proceedings of every other state. And the Congress may by general laws prescribe the manner in which such acts, records, and proceedings shall be proved, and the effect thereof. From the mountains to the sea, let the promise ring. One nation bound by law, every voice shall sing. Full faith and credit, let it never break. In the union we trust, for liberty's sake. The citizens of each state shall be entitled to all privileges and immunities of citizens in the several states. A person charged in any state with treason, felony, or other crime, who shall flee from justice and be found in another state, shall on demand of the executive authority of the state from which he fled, be delivered up to be removed to a state having jurisdiction of the kind. No person held to service or labor in one state, under the laws thereof escaping into another, shall in consequence of any law or regulation therein be discharged from such service or labor, but shall be delivered up on claim of the party to whom such service or labor may be due. From the mountains to the sea, here the chains fall free. Though the words once bound us, now would bend the knee to a higher law, written in the heart of man. Full faith in freedom, that's the promised land. These words were carved in ink and time. Some still shine, some bear the crime. Yet the parchment calls us still to make the union match the will. Full faith and credit, let the truth be told. Privileges and immunities for every soul. No fugitive from justice, no chain shall hold. In the Constitution's fire, a new flag unfolds.
hope in the Constitution's fire, a new flag unfolds.
New states may be admitted by the Congress into this union, but no new state shall be formed or erected within the jurisdiction of any other state, nor any state be formed by the junction of two or more states, or parts of states, without the consent of the legislatures of the states concerned, as well as of the Congress. The Congress shall have power to dispose of and make all needful rules and regulations respecting the territory or other property belonging to the United States, and nothing in this Constitution shall be so construed as to prejudice any claims of the United States or of any particular state.
Oh, we stand guaranteed against invasion, against domestic violence. Every state in this land, the United States shall protect, shall defend, shall stand. On Republican ground we rise, under liberty skies. Article 4, hear the call. The Union shields us all. United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion. And on application of the legislature or of the executive, when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. Oh, we stand guaranteed against invasion, against domestic violence. Every state in this land, the United States shall protect, shall defend, shall stand, from sea to shining sea. This promise still runs free. Article 4, forever tall. The Union shields us all. The United States shall guarantee, the Union shields us all.
whenever 2/3 of both houses shall deem it necessary, shall propose amendments to this Constitution, or on the application of the legislatures of 2/3 of the several states, shall call a convention for proposing amendments.
Ratified by fire and by sword, three-fourths shall make it law forevermore. Legislatures or conventions, choose your war. Article 5, the blade that cuts the core. Amen, amen, the Republic which in either case shall be valid to all intents and purposes as part of this Constitution. We're ratified by the legislatures of three-fourths of the several states, or by conventions in three-fourths thereof.
As the one or the other mode of ratification may be proposed by the Congress.
Provided that no amendment which may be made prior to the year 1808 shall in any manner affect the first and fourth clauses in the 9th section of the first article, and that no state, without his consent, shall be deprived of its equal suffrage in the Senate.
Ratified by blood and by stone, three-fourths shall make it law forevermore. From the ashes of the old, the new age is sworn. Article 5, the only key to the door. Amen, amen, or perish.
This Constitution's a law of the land, and all debts before it, they still stand. All debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution shall be as valid against the United States under this Constitution as under the Confederation. The dead and eternal, the oath is forever, no religious test, no way, no never. Supremacy clause coming down like thunder. Article 6 gonna tear you asunder. Of this Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States
shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding, the debt is eternal, the oath is forever. Supremacy clause ripping through your liver, from the mountains to the delta, hear the banjo roar. Article 6, forevermore. The senators and representatives before mentioned, and the members of the several state legislatures, and all executive and judicial officers, both of the United States and of the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution. But no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. Debt is eternal, the oath is forever. No religious test, we'll say it together. Supremacy clause written in blood and steel. Article 6 is the only deal. All that's valid, supreme law of the land. No religious test ever shall ever be required. Article 6 forever, y'all. Hey! This Constitution's a law of the land, and all debts before it, they still stand. All debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution shall be as valid against the United States under this Constitution as under the Confederation. The debt is eternal, the oath is forever. No religious test, no way, no never. Supremacy clause coming down like thunder. Article 6 gonna tear you asunder. Of this Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding, the debt is eternal, the oath is forever. Supremacy clause ripping through your liver, from the mountains to the delta, hear the banjo roar. Article 6 forevermore. The senators and representatives before mentioned, and the members of the several state legislatures, and all executive and judicial officers, both of the United States and of the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution. But no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification application to any office or public trust under the United States. Debt is eternal, the oath is forever, no religious test will say it together. Supremacy clause written in blood and steel, Article 6 is the only deal. All that's valid, supreme law of the land. No religious test ever shall ever be required. Article 6 forever, y'all. Hey!
The ratification of the conventions of 9 states shall be sufficient for the establishment of this Constitution between the states so ratifying the same, done a convention by the unanimous consent of the states present the 17th day of September in the year of our Lord 1787, and of the independence of the United States of America, the 12th, in witness whereof we have hereunto subscribed our names. We the people in the fire we stand, none will rise to bind this land from the ashes of the fight. We might our names into the light. Article 7, here it ring, 55 hearts, one nation sing, forever bound, forever free, this Constitution, you and me. George Washington, President and Deputy from Virginia, New Hampshire, John Langdon, Nicholas Gilman, Massachusetts, Nathaniel Gorham, Rufus King, Connecticut, William Samuel Johnson, Roger Sherman, Alexander Hamilton, New Jersey, William Livingston, David Brearley, William Patterson, Jonathan Dayton, Pennsylvania, Franklin Thomas, Mifflin, Robert Morris, George Clymer, Thomas Fitzsimons, Janet Ingersoll, James Wilson, Gouverneur Morris. We the people in the fire we stand, nine will rise to bind this land from the ashes of the fight. We light our names into the light. Article 7, thunder roll, 39 souls made us whole, forever bound, forever full, this Constitution, you and me. Delaware, George Reed, Gunny Bedford Jr., John Dickinson, Richard Dassett, Jacob Broom, Maryland, James McHenry, Daniel St. Thomas, Jennifer Daniel Carroll, Virginia, John Blair, James Madison Jr., North Carolina, William Blount, Richard Dog Spade, Hugh Williamson, South Carolina, Aldrich, John Rutledge, Charles Coatsworth Pinckney, Charles Pinckney, Pierce Butler, George Ague, Abraham Baldwin. Need a people hear the call. 39 men for one and all. 9 states spoke and the Union to subscribe our names. People, in order to form a more perfect union, sing the rights that keep us free and true. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. All these are the first four carved in the stone, words that we stand on, never alone. Speak, pray, publish, gather round. This is the heartbeat, this is the sound. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Steel and powder, ink and prayer, all protected, standing there. Oh, these are the first four, ringing like a bell, from the mountains to the cities. Every soul can tell. We speak, we worship, we arm, we cry. These rights shall never ever die. No soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. Oh, these are the first four, shelter from the storm. My home is my castle, safe and warm. No lead coat boots on my floor tonight. The third keeps the heart fire burning bright. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects, against unreasonable searches and seizures, shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized. Oh, these are first, the pillars we raise from 1791 down to present days. Speech and faith, arms and home privacy, these are the roots of liberty. These are the roots of liberty. These are the roots of liberty. Congress shall make no law the right of the people. No soldier shall the might of the people to be secure shall not be violated. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime, unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense, to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Due process, grand jury, just compensation ring. Sing it from the gallows, let the liberty bell swing. In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district, wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Speedy trial, face my accusers, counsel by my hand. I got rights carved in stone across this troubled land. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of the common law. Excessive bail shall not be required, no excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted. No cruel, no unusual, no ransom too high. Even in the darkest cell, these words won't die. The enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage others retained by the people. The power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, all reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. Article 3, Section 2 of the Constitution was modified by amendment. The judicial power in the United States shall not be construed to extend to any suit in law equity commenced or prosecuted against one of the United States by citizens of another state, or by citizens or subjects of any foreign state.
The elected shall meet in their respective states and vote by ballot for president and vice president, one of whom at least shall not be an inhabitant of the same state with themselves. They shall name in their ballots the person voted for as president, and in distinct ballots list a person voted for as vice president, and they shall make distinct lists of all persons voted for as president, and of all persons voted for as vice president, and of the number of votes for each, which list they shall sign and certify and transmit sealed to the seat of the government of the United States, directed to the President of the Senate. Oh, the 12th Amendment's rolling down the track, fixing what went wrong in 1800, and it ain't coming back. No more tied up electors, no more chaos in the hall. Separate ballots now, your president and vice, that's all. Hey, 12th Amendment, keep the Union strong and tall. The President of the Senate shall, in the presence of the Senate and House of Representatives, open all the certificates, and the vote shall then be counted. The person having the greatest number of votes for president shall be president. If such number be a majority of the whole number of electors appointed president. And if no person have such majority, then from the persons having the highest numbers not exceeding 3 on the list of those voted for as president, the House of Representatives shall choose immediately by ballot the president. Oh, the 12th Amendment's rolling down the track, 1 vote per state. Now, boys, ain't no turning back. Jefferson and Burr taught us how the old way could fall. Separate ballots now, y'all. President and vice, that's all. Hey, hey, 12th Amendment, keep the Union strong and tall. But in choosing the president, the vote shall be taken by states, the representation from each state having 1 vote. A quorum for this purpose shall consist of a member or members from 2/3 of the states, and a majority of all the states shall be necessary to a choice. And if the House of Representatives shall not choose a president whenever the right of choice shall devolve upon them before the 4th day of March next following, then the vice president shall act as president. As in the case of the death or other constitutional disability of the president, a portion of Article 2, Section 1 of the Constitution was superseded by the 12th Amendment. From the electors to the House, now we know the way to call separate ballots now, y'all. President and vice, that's all. Hey, 12th Amendment, keep the Union strong and tall. Long may she stand, one and all. Long may she stand, one and all. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party shall be duly convicted, shall exist within the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction. Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. A portion of Article 4, Section 2 of the Constitution was superseded by the 13th Amendment. From the auction block to the prison door, they wrote it down so it wouldn't happen no more. 13th
break the chain. 14th, true the line, equal protection underneath the courthouse pine. Oh, stand appalled when they read these words. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunity of citizens of the United States. Nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws.
Representatives shall be apportioned among the several states according to their respective numbers, counting the whole number of persons in each state, excluding Indians not taxed. But when the right to vote at any election for the choice of electors for President and Vice President of the United States, representatives in Congress, the executive and judicial officers of a state, or the members of the legislature thereof, is denied to any of the male inhabitants of such state, being 21 years of age and citizens of the United States, or in any way abridged except for participation in rebellion or other crime, the basis of representation therein shall be reduced, in the proportion which the number of such male citizens shall bear to the whole number of such male citizens, shall bear to the whole number of male citizens 21 years of age in such state. Article of Inminguanite, Section 2 of the Constitution, when modified by Section 2 of the 14th Amendment.
From the auction block to the prison door, they wrote it down so it wouldn't happen no more. 13th, broke the chain. 14th, draw the line, equal protection underneath the courthouse pine. When they twist the words and they bend the rules, remember the amendments were written for fools who thought some folks were 3/5 of a man. Sing it loud, we're all whole again. They'll quote you accepts the crime when the cage door swings. They'll carve out exceptions till the 14th don't mean a thing. But every syllable's a hammer, every clause a nail, till citizenship and freedom finally prevail. Nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws.
Well, gather round, friends, after the war was done. The Union stood tall, but the fight wasn't won. They wrote some new lines in the law of the land. Amendments 14 and 15, straight from Congress's hand. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States or under any state, who, having previously taken an oath as a member of Congress or as an officer of the United States or as a member of any state legislature or as an executive or judicial officer of any state, who support the Constitution of the United States, shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. Oh, the 14th and 15th, they laid it down strong. If you broke your oath and did the Union wrong, you can't sit in Washington, no, not one little bit, till 2/3 of Congress says you're clear of it. Yeehaw! The ballot it guarantee of the public debt of the United States, authorized by law, including debts incurred for payment of pensions and values for services in suppressing insurrection or rebellion, shall not be questioned. But neither the United States nor any state shall assume or pay any debt or obligation incurred in aid of insurrection or rebellion against the United States, or any claim for the loss or emancipation of any slave. But all such debts, obligations, and claims shall be held illegal and void. They said we'll pay our boys in blue, that debt is good and true. But rebel war bonds, brother, we ain't paying you no cash for lost slaves. No sir, not a dime. The union's word is solid for now and all time. The Congress shall have power to enforce by appropriate legislation the provisions of this article. The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. The Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. From Appomattox Courthouse to every county seat, they wrote it in the Constitution, plain and neat. No traitor in the capital, no slave chain debt to pay, and every freedman's ballot gets its rightful say. So raise that starry banner, let the eagle scream. The 14th and the 15th kept alive the dream. Yeah! Right on, America.
Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes on incomes from whatever source derived, without apportionment among the several states, and without regard to any census or enumeration. Oh, the people rose in 1913, 16, and 17, fierce and clean, from the factory floor to the mountain stone. The purse and the Senate now the people own. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, elected by the people thereof for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. The electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislatures. Oh, the people rose in 1913, 16, and 17, fierce and cunning, no more bought and sold, seats on a gilded throne. The 16 took the purse, 17 took the crown. When vacancies happen in the representation of any state in the Senate, the executive authority of such state shall issue writs of election to fill such vacancies, provided that the legislature of any state may empower the executive thereof to make temporary appointments until the people fill the vacancies by election, as the legislature may direct. Oh, the people rose in 1913, 16, and 17, fierce and clean, from the cities of smoke to wide open plains. We taxed what we earned and we broke the chains. This amendment shall not be so construed as to affect the election or term of any senator chosen before it becomes valid as part of the Constitution. Article 1, Section 3 of the Constitution was modified by the 17th. Yes, we stood up tall in 1913 with the 16th and 17th. Old and keen, the progressive thunder still rolls on through time. The people have spoken and the power is thine. Oh, 16th and 17th right side by side, but the Senate is supposed to represent state governments. But the people spoken, the Senate is ruined, and the people decide. The people decide. The people decide. The people decide.
There's ones for the 18th, the 19th, and the 21st. Let's drink to freedom, baby. After 1 year from the ratification of this article, the manufacture, sale, or transportation of intoxicating liquors, within the importation thereof into or the exportation thereof from the United States and all territories subject to the jurisdiction thereof for beverage purposes is hereby prohibited. The Congress and the several states shall lack concurrent power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. This article shall be inoperative unless it shall have been ratified as an amendment to the Constitution by the legislatures of the several states, as provided in the Constitution within 7 years from the date of the submission hereof to the states by the Congress. 18 tried to chain the night, took the whiskey, killed the light, but we're breaking out, we're feeling fine. Give me Article 21. Hey, repeal. Hey, repeal. Turn it up and pass the wine. The right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of sex. Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. 19 set the women free. Now every sister standing with me. From the barroom floor to the ballot line, we're raising hell in 3/4 time. Pour it strong and toast the 19th sign. The 18th article of amendment to the Constitution of the United States is hereby repealed. Transportation or importation into any state, territory, or possession of the United States for delivery or use therein of intoxicating liquors in violation of the laws thereof is hereby prohibited. This article shall be inoperative unless it shall have been ratified as an amendment to the Constitution by conventions in the several states, as provided in the Constitution within 7 years from the date of the submission hereof to the states by the Congress. 20
terms of the president and the vice president shall end at noon on the 20th day of January, and the terms of senators and representatives at noon on the 3D day of January of the years in which such terms would have ended if this article had not been ratified, and the terms of their successors shall then begin. Oh, the 20th came rambling down the line, move the day from March to January time. No more lame ducks lingering 4 months long. 20's here, let's roll the country on. The Congress shall assemble at least once in every year, and such meetings shall begin at noon on the 3rd day of January, unless they shall by law appoint a different day. Oh, the 20th came rambling down the line, put the gavel down in brand new winter time. 3rd of January, the House and Senate sing. Get to work, y'all, let them new bells ring. If at the time affixed for the beginning of the term of the president-elect shall have died, the vice president-elect shall become president. If a president shall not have been chosen before the time fixed for the beginning of his term, or if the president-elect shall have failed to qualify, then the vice president-elect shall act as president until a president shall have qualified. And the Congress may by law provide for the case wherein neither a president-elect nor a vice president-elect shall have qualified, declaring who shall then act as president, or the manner in which one who is to act shall be selected, and such person shall act accordingly until a president or vice president shall have qualified. Oh, the 20th came rambling down the line, kept the White House steady if the chief resigns. If the vote goes missing or the good Lord calls, the line of succession never ever falls. The Congress may by law provide for the case of the death of any of the persons from whom the House of Representatives may choose a president. Whenever the right of choice shall have devolved upon them, and for the case of the death of any of the persons from whom the Senate may choose a vice president. Whenever the right of choice shall have devolved upon them, Sections 1 and 2 shall take effect on the 15th day of October following the ratification of this article. This article shall be inoperative unless it shall have been ratified as an amendment to the Constitution by the legislatures of 3/4 of the several states within 7 years from the date of its submission. Oh, the 20th came around and down the line. 1933, it was ratified on time. From the mountains to the prairies, hear the people say, move that inauguration up to January day. Hey, 20's here to stay.
No person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice, and no person who has held the office of president or acted as president for more than 2 years of a term
to which some other person was elected president, shall be elected to the office of the president more than once. But this article shall not apply to whoever serving when it's ratified, and it won't count the term that's running now. No more than twice, no more than twice. We're drawing the line somehow. This article shall be inoperative unless it shall have been ratified as an amendment to the Constitution by the legislatures of 3/4 of the several states within 7 years from the date of its submission. But this article shall not apply to whoever is serving when it's ratified, and it won't count the term that's running now. No more than twice, no more than twice. We're drawing the line somehow. Ratified February 27, 1951. After FDR broke the tradition, the people said enough's enough. We're done. So this article now does apply to every president from this day on. Two terms in full, then step aside. No more than twice, no more than twice. The law is signed and done. No more than twice, no more than twice. The district constituting the seat of government of the United States shall appoint in such manner as the Congress may direct a number of electors of president and vice president equal to the whole number of senators and representatives in Congress, to which the district would be entitled if it were a state, but in no event more than the least populous state. They shall be in addition to those appointed by the states, but they shall be considered for the purposes of the election of president and vice president to be electors appointed by a state, and they shall meet in a district and perform such duties as provided by the 12th article of amendment. From the marble halls to the river's bend, a voice that was silent is speaking again. No walls can hold it, no silence
case of the removal of the president from office, or of his death or resignation, the vice president shall become president. Whenever there is a vacancy in the office of the vice president, the president shall nominate a vice president who shall take office upon confirmation by a majority vote of both houses of Congress. 25th, 25th, written in the crisis, carved in the cliff, power falls like thunder, silent and swift. 25th, 25th. Whenever the president transmits to the brevet pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives is a written declaration that he is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office, and until he transmits to them a written declaration to the contrary, such powers and duties shall be discharged by the Vice President as acting President. 25th, 25th. When the letter drops, the gavel hits, the chair is empty, the clock still ticks. 25th. Whenever the vice president and a majority of either the principal officers of the executive departments or of such other body as Congress made by law provide, transmit to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives their written declaration that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office. The vice president shall immediately assume the powers and duties of the office as acting president. Thereafter, when the president transmits to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives his written declaration that no inability exists, he shall resume the powers and duties of his office, unless the vice president and a majority of either the principal officers of the executive departments or such other body as Congress made by law provide, transmit within 4 days to the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives their written declaration that the president is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office.
Thereupon Congress shall decide the issue, assembling within 48 hours for that purpose, if not in session. If the Congress within 21 days after receipt of the latter written declaration, or if Congress is not in session, within 21 days after Congress is required to assemble determines by 2/3 vote of both houses that the president is unable to discharge the power and duties of his office,
The vice president shall continue to discharge the same as acting president. Otherwise, the president shall resume the powers and
the right of citizens of the United States who are 18 years of age or older to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United state on account of age. Amendment 14, Section 2 of the Constitution was modified by Section 1 of the 26th Amendment. 1818, we stand in the light of the law. 1818, the ballot is ours. The Congress shall have power to enforce this article by appropriate legislation. Power to enforce. Power to enforce. 1819, the future just walked through the door. 1819, we vote and we roar. No law vary the compensation for the services of the senators and representatives shall take effect until an election of representatives. Shall have intervened. 27, 27. Hold your pay till the people have spoken. 27, 27. No race till the votes are broken. 1818, the young have a voice in the fight. 27, 27. You don't get paid till we say it's right. 18 and 27. The Constitution still